Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, just bringing you a quick little update regarding patch 6.15 for Final Fantasy XIV. For those who may not have known, it is currently slated for this coming Tuesday, June 7th, and there were only a few pieces of content we were definitely sure would be there, on top of potential PvP adjustments and whatever else they decide to do. Those three pieces of content were the Arka Siddara tribal quests, which are going to be for battle jobs, the Emilia's custom delivery quest, and Hildebrand's further adventures. However, we have received confirmation that two more pieces of content that had currently unknown schedules have officially been added to 6.15's release. That is, of course, Tataru's Grand Endeavor and Omega Beyond the Rift, two more side story quests that we are going to be getting. And they have also updated the official site for patch 6.1 to showcase some new screenshots for each of those pieces of content. Now, as we head to the special site, as you can see, we have Tataru's Grand Endeavor here, and it looks like the first quest will actually be visiting Sicard over in Limsa Lominsa. Now, Tataru's Grand Endeavor is a series that will be continuing throughout the entire expansion, likely in all of the .x5 or .x8 patches throughout the rest of Endwalker. And we've also been told that they're actually going to be dealing with characters that we really didn't get to spend enough time with during Endwalker's actual story. We've already been warned in advance to maybe do some quests like the Four Lords or potentially 24-man series quests that we may have been neglecting, especially those newer players. Well, this one we were told would be very simple, and Sicard looks to be the center of it, so we're going to be dealing with some stuff in Limsa Lominsa. Maybe Merlwood will also get involved, but that's the one screenshot for Tataru's Grand Endeavor. Scrolling down with Omega Beyond the Rift, this is a sequel to the 8-man raid series from Stormblood, Omega. We got some new revelations about Omega in Endwalker's finale, and they figured probably the right time to go upon and expand that. And it looks like they are going to be doing that by taking us to the moon, because this is, of course, Alpha and Omega in the Watcher's Tower on the moon. So we're going to be seeking more information regarding Omega's history and his species and everything about them. So we'll just be getting more information about Omega, something that I'm very much looking forward to. As far as we know, this is a one-time quest. This is not something that will be expanded upon across the rest of the expansion. Though I'm not going to lie, I do hope Omega really helps open that, what was it, a bar over in the Ultima Thule? Something of the, I hope he helps. I hope he becomes the bartender of some capacity. Moving on somehow further, Hildebrand Adventures. This one we have been waiting for quite some time. I'm a big fan of Hildebrand, and we missed him throughout all of Shadowbringers, minus a brief cameo that looks to be being addressed based on the way that the patch 6.1 trailer was presented. Now, the new screenshot for this actually shows Nashu, but she's not in the first. Hildebrand here we have in Lakeland, but Nashu is over in Thavnair, which has to mean that Gilgamesh must have dropped them off in a couple of different locations and didn't just bring them both to the first, or at least that's my interpretation of it. So because it says Hildebrand is in a bit of a situation, it looks like we'll be working with Nashu to probably try to bring him back to the source, and that's probably going to be the main piece of story we're going to have here. Really curious to see how they tie it into the events of patch 5.3, since we know Hildebrand can appear there and canonically does appear there according to the trailer. The Arka Siddara tribal quest, this is going to be actually dealing with an upstart group of individuals that are dealing in hippo carts. Follow a crew of young upstarts seeking to blaze a new trail across Thavnair's history and ride like no one has ridden before. On your mark, and the open road awaits. So this is going to be the hub. I'd assume this would gradually grow, but it looks to be a thriving place for the Arka Siddara, where the hippo cart racing will be taking place. In fact, you can see the start line over there on the left that was featured in the trailer. In case you missed it, this will be the mount that you receive when you have fully ranked up the Arka Siddara tribal quest, which will take quite some weeks, but this, among other things, will be available once all is said and done. And then finally, custom deliveries, Emilia's, the Levier mother that, was very, very much smarter than her husband. Let's put it that way. She's looking to start up a new business to, as it says here, with the final days averted, great waves of change have reached the shores of Charlian. The burden of its duty lifted. The long reticent seed of knowledge has begun to open its borders at last. And in the midst of such upheaval, Emilia's Levier has a new venture in mind. So because she's been helping fill the coffers of the Scions, as is revealed using their vast wealth, she's probably looking to continue to do so. So this is probably going to be involved with that. And all we get from here is another Aura girl. We're not, she might be a character from before. I don't recognize her right off the bat, but she's probably going to be working amongst the Levier family, and we'll probably be getting to know her quite well also. So that's everything that we know for sure is coming this coming Tuesday. There are some other possible changes. I'm really hoping Savage gets unlocked early. Please unlock it early. I need gear for some jobs, please. and some PvP adjustments and whatnot. You still have a little bit of time for the current PvP season. That is slated to end in 6.18, which we are expecting in the next several weeks, potentially by the end of June or early July, but that has not been confirmed just yet. The series, on the other hand, you have all the way till patch 6.2. So if you're still working on your Malm stones, don't worry, you got plenty of time to do that still. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more 14 stuff. You know the drill. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.